The front lines of eastern Ukraine erupted in chaos when Russian forces, supported by armored columns and artillery fire, managed to breach a critical section of the Ukrainian defense line. The attack came at dawn, shrouded in fog and smoke, giving the advancing troops an element of surprise. Ukrainian soldiers, caught off guard by the scale of the offensive, were forced to retreat several kilometers as Russian infantry poured through the gap. The situation appeared dire. Russian T-90M tanks spearheaded the advance, crushing trenches and blasting defensive positions with devastating accuracy. Drones circled overhead, feeding coordinates to artillery units that pounded Ukrainian strongpoints relentlessly. For a moment, it seemed as if the defensive line that had held for months was about to collapse entirely. But then, the unexpected happened. Ukrainian commanders, anticipating such a breakthrough, had secretly prepared a secondary ambush zone just behind the weakened line. As Russian troops surged forward, they unknowingly walked into a carefully planned kill zone bristling with hidden anti-tank systems and minefields. Within minutes, chaos turned against the attackers. The first Russian tank to enter the zone was blown apart by a Javelin missile, erupting into a fireball that shook the ground. FPV drones swarmed low, darting between trees and trenches, slamming directly into armored vehicles and infantry clusters. The momentum of the Russian assault stalled abruptly. Ukrainian artillery, silent until now, unleashed a furious barrage. Dozens of shells rained down, targeting the choke points where Russian forces had clustered. What was once an advancing column quickly turned into a burning graveyard of twisted steel and scattered bodies. Survivors scrambled for cover as Ukrainian mortars and machine guns raked the battlefield. The counterattack was swift and merciless. Ukrainian mechanized units roared in from the flanks, cutting off escape routes and encircling the forward Russian element. The once triumphant advance was suddenly transformed into a desperate fight for survival. Panic spread among the Russian ranks. Radio intercepts later revealed frantic calls for reinforcements and air support, but their pleas went unanswered as Ukrainian electronic warfare units jammed communications, leaving them isolated and disoriented. In the midst of the battle, Ukrainian infantry stormed forward, retaking trench lines and capturing disoriented Russian soldiers. Footage from the front line showed fierce close-quarters combat grenades, rifles, and even knives in the mud-soaked trenches. The brutal fighting lasted for hours. What had begun as a Russian breakthrough ended in catastrophe. Dozens of tanks and armored vehicles were destroyed, and hundreds of Russian soldiers lay dead or captured. Ukrainian forces not only restored their defensive line, but pushed the invaders back beyond their original positions. Survivors of the Russian assault described scenes of panic and confusion, with some units abandoning their equipment and fleeing under cover. The Ukrainian commander overseeing the sector declared the counteroffensive a decisive victory. They thought we were weak. They thought they could break us, but they only broke themselves. he said in a statement released hours after the battle. His words echoed through Ukrainian media, sparking celebrations in nearby towns where civilians had feared the Russian advance might overwhelm them. Russian state media, meanwhile, attempted to downplay the defeat, claiming their forces had tactically repositioned. Yet, independent footage from the battlefield painted a very different story. Columns of burned-out tanks, smoking craters, and discarded Russian rifles littered the fields. Satellite images later confirmed the devastation, showing entire armored formations wiped out in a matter of hours. Military analysts suggested that the failed breakthrough was a result of overconfidence. Russia had committed significant forces to the assault, believing the weakened Ukrainian defenses could not withstand pressure. Instead, they had underestimated Ukraine's ability to lure them into a trap. Western defense experts hailed the ambush as a textbook example of modern asymmetric warfare, where mobility, drones, and precision weapons outweighed sheer number. Still, the defenders knew their resilience had once again defied the odds. Each Russian breakthrough attempt carried the risk of sudden and brutal reversal, and this battle had proven it yet again. Ukrainian commanders emphasized that their strategy relied not just on firepower, but on patience, deception, and the will to endure under overwhelming pressure. Internationally, the clash sent shockwaves. NATO officials praised Ukraine's tactical ingenuity, while Western governments promised additional shipments of drones and precision weapons. Meanwhile, inside Russia, reports of the heavy losses spread quietly through military channels, sowing anger among soldiers' families, demanding answers from the Kremlin. The battle became a symbol of Ukrainian resistance, a story of how a defense line shattered by fire and steel was reforged in blood, grit, and determination, turning what could have been a devastating defeat into a legendary counterstrike. Soldiers at the front said they would remember it as the night the Russians broke through and never came back.